When you hear the phrase overseas military base, what is it that comes to mind? Most of you would immediately think of the United States because America has hundreds of bases all over the world. In scorching deserts, on remote islands, even in unfriendly countries like Cuba. Over the years, the United States has built up a network of, listen to this, about 750 military bases, 750. So American soldiers can be found all over the world. But why do you think this is? Washington will say it is about protecting American interests. Other countries will say it is about power projection and the ability to strike fast, anywhere, anytime. Whatever your views, you have to agree that it is an effective strategy. Having bases everywhere is effective. So now other countries seem to be eyeing the same thing, especially America's chief rival of the century, China. China officially has just one overseas base, officially, in the African nation of Djibouti. The US has a base there too. So does the UK, France, Italy, Germany, and even Spain. Djibouti really isn't picky. Pretty much anyone can go there and set up camp. So China having a base there is not really a big deal. But what if it had another base, an exclusive one, in an allied country at a strategic location? Well, China's rivals would be wary because such a base would be a threat. And this is precisely why there's so much speculation about a base in Cambodia. The Ream Naval Base. It is located in southern Cambodia on the Gulf of Thailand. It is officially owned and operated by the Cambodian Navy, but there have been doubts about that. The Ream base was initially a joint project between Cambodia and the US. The Americans were helping Cambodia develop the facility until 2017. But then Cambodia switched partners and decided to work with China instead. Beijing swooped in and started dismantling American buildings there. This was in the year 2020. And things moved fast after that. China set up new buildings by 2022, and by late last year, it had constructed a pier large enough to fit an aircraft carrier. Now that's a bit odd, right? Only 9 countries have aircraft carriers right now, and Cambodia is not one of them. So then why this giant pier? That was suspicious enough. But then satellite imagery revealed something even more disturbing. Since December last year, 2 ships have almost constantly been docked at the Ream Naval Base, 2 Chinese A-56 corvettes. These are small warships, mostly used for offshore patrols, not inherently very threatening. But why have they been loitering around a Cambodian base for almost a year? Because officially, it is still a Cambodian base. And that's what they keep saying anyway. Technically, Cambodia is prohibited from leasing out military bases to foreign countries. That's written in their constitution. But what happens if some ships decide to just squat there as some sort of permanent guests? That sounds like a loophole, and one that China would be quite happy to exploit, because it would be exclusive. Unlike with Djibouti, there are no other bases there. So the Ream base would give China something no one else has, and the location has strategic value. It is located right next to Vietnam. Beijing has territorial disputes with Hanoi. The Ream base would allow China to encircle Vietnam, attack it from multiple directions, or at the very least exert additional pressure. As I said earlier, Chinese bases will raise eyebrows. And rightfully so. Both Beijing and Phnom Penh keep denying that anything's going on. Last month, Cambodia commented on the 2 corvettes. It said China is planning to gift them to Cambodia once construction work at the base is completed. This month, Cambodia insisted that it would welcome the US Navy at the Ream base as long as it was for humanitarian purposes or for a joint drill. We say the US should take them up on that offer. Just to get a closer look, because by the looks of it, China is trying to expand its military presence. It might take them decades to catch up to the US, but they seem to have taken the first step. And that's bad news for all of China's neighbors and the Indo-Pacific as a whole.
Firstpost decodes the US election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.